What's the best way to meet people when you are an adult? Hobbies. Specifically, ones that get you out of the house. It gives you an easy thing to talk about before things get personal. Most people love talking about their hobbies with other people that also do them. Since graduating college, I seriously think almost every friend I have made has been through my hobbies. I'm big into Warhammer, and it's always fun to just hit the local hobby store and see what's happening. Everyone is going to tell you to find hobbies, go join some clubs, etc. If it was that easy, we'd all have huge groups of friends and this wouldn't even be a question. As someone who has trouble meeting new people and developing relationships, especially since I've moved so often in my life due to situations out of my control, I have found that complimenting people can go a long way. Society can be very harsh, and we as people tend to allow our emotions and insecurities drive us. If you see someone wearing a shirt for a band or movie etc. that you really enjoy, it will be no problem doing the hardest part, which is beginning and continuing conversation. From there you can go into other topics about some local places you enjoy, and before you know it, you'll have a new friend to go to events and bars with. We're all looking for some form of companionship in life. Some are just easier to admit and accept it. I was looking for a response like this because this is my favorite go-to tactic when I'm worried about running out of things or not having anything in common. Compliments are easy, and you can find something to mention. Even a little "wow, I love those fun earrings you're wearing" can both make someone's day and spark a conversation in a positive direction. Adult Sports League. I met my wife at adult kickball. Everyone would hit the bar afterwards, and ice was already broken. Super easy to talk to anyone and be yourselves. Was waiting for this. My over 30 soccer team is named for the bar we go to afterwards. No matter what activity is going to get shared here, awkward people and introverts need to accept you're going to feel awkward or uncomfortable doing any of this. The bright side is that if you do it enough, it gets less awkward and you get better at making friends. Prepare to be vulnerable, prepare to feel uncomfortable, then prepare to feel really good once you figure it out for yourself. Edit. I don't want to pretend I speak or know what's best for everyone. Any one source of advice is definitely not one size fits all. People who really think they have it all figured out are not being honest. If you want something, try non-destructive stuff until you figure it out. And when you fail, or other people fail you, try to be easy on yourself and them. Find an activity that you enjoy and join a group. Hiking club, volunteer organizations, something that positive and stable people would be involved in. If you are seeking more of a relationship, the people you are with will know someone you might find to be a good match. I joined a volunteer organization a few years ago for disadvantaged children. Amazing experience and had at least 50 new friends along with some warm and fuzzies. Doesn't matter if you are an introvert, there is always a way you can help. Also with a volunteer organization, most people are there for the right reason and therefore less assholes. If you have a dog, take him to a social group for dogs. That way you can make friends with other doggy people and your dog makes friends too. My problem with that is one half the people are on their phones not even watching their dogs. It's fine, I get it. If your dog is fine, you don't need to baby your dog. And the other one half want to talk about Caesar and how I'm handling my dog all wrong and oh, it's a crossbreed. Caesar says that's bad, and I agree, really muds up the bloodlines. Yeah, because incest has always been a good thing. Oh hell, that damn dog whisperer. The people that talk about him are the people who absolutely do not realize that it's just a matter of spending time with and training / socializing their pets. Most people are gonna say follow your passion and do you, and people will come. But it hasn't worked out so far for me. Yeah, that's BS. At least for introverts. I used to believe that nonsense too. But making friends takes effort, like anything else. They don't just appear all of a sudden like in a movie. You have to actively seek out and build relationships. This is gonna sound dumb as hell, but Reddit. Go on your city's subreddit or nearest major city and post what you're into and a bit about yourself. When I moved to my current city nearly 3 years ago, we befriended other Redditors by making a Facebook group. Basically all of my current group of friends stems from people I met from that group. Climbing gyms. It's a lot more easygoing and laid back than a regular gym environment, and in many situations you need a partner for belaying or spotting for outdoor bouldering. It can be a little weird to break the ice sometimes, and I'd be lying if I said that everyone is friendly and outgoing. Most people are still in the zone of whatever routine they're in, and some good climbers are downright arrogant or cliquey, but chances are, if you put yourself out there and take the first step to say hello or ask what the person is working on, you're likely going to make a new friend. It's like any conversation with a stranger. No one wants to be the first person to put themselves out there, but doing so will almost always garner respect. Met my husband this way. It's not super easy for friendships always though. Am female. Can confirm people can be competitive and or judgy, even if you are a casual climber. This is just like any other gym though. Meetup.com or something like that. You can find your hobby there, and there's probably a club near you that you can join. Meetup.com is an absolutely fantastic site if you are new to an area. Not only is it a great way to find stuff to do that interests you, nearly everyone within the meetup group will have things in common with you, making it much easier to bond than simply talking with random strangers at a bar. My sister moved to Kansas City a couple years ago and used this site quite a bit to find people. Now she has a decently sized friends group that hangs out all the time. Join something, anything, but preferably something you like to do. Show up regularly, even if the people you meet the first few times aren't your BFFs for life. Just seeing the same people on a regular basis helps. Then over a few months you might click with one or two and develop friendships from there. I never found meetup events to be helpful in that regard. However, meet up at a brew pub. 14 out of the 15 people who show up, oh I don't drink. Guess I misunderstood the point of today's activity. Honestly, make use of the internet. For example, I travel quite a bit for work, and so I'm often by myself in a city or country that I'd never been to, and so I used to get lonely. One day I decided to use Reddit to hit up strangers online to explain my situation and ask if I could buy someone a beer. I ended up meeting a dude over in Taiwan. He brought out some of his friends and we ended up having a really cool time together. The best way to meet people as an adult is to simply make a real genuine effort to meet people. Volunteering at local soup kitchens, dog shelters, etc. You meet high quality people with hearts of gold. Hardcore introvert with bad anxiety here. Look through your local community college class catalogs and look for the non-credit weekend classes they give on a wide variety of things. It's a good way to get out and be around people. I never took one that you had to do any type of serious group work and you can ask the instructor in advance. Hell, you may even enjoy taking a class for credit for career advancement and meet other adults doing the same. Can't say which is the best for you, but here are some that might work. Hobbies. Most of them can be made into social activities. It's just a matter of finding a group that meets within reasonable traveling distance. Political/activist groups. This is good for putting you in touch with like-minded people and getting involved in issues you care about. Faith-based communities, i.e., church, mosque, synagogue, etc., can be a good starting point if you are religious. Volunteering. Find like a dog shelter or soup kitchen or something and go help them out. I'll add under volunteering, arts organizations. Lots of people love performing arts, theater, dance, the symphony, etc. but can't afford to be a regular audience member. Those organizations also can't afford a ton of paid employees, so they often have volunteer groups that are very social. And on 3, if you are atheist, you can try a ethical society or humanist group. Or, in a pinch, a Unitarian Universalist church. Run up to someone panting, like you are out of breath. Frantically lead them with you, saying, "OMG, it's coming. Let's go." They will follow you. When they finally force you to stop, tell them your name and let them know it's gonna be okay. Hug them and don't let go. They will want to know what happened and you say, I was running from loneliness and I just found my best friend. Thanks for watching the freshest content from Reddit. Be sure to return to see more, and sub PLS.